I was 18 when I got pregnant, and I had an abortion when I was 19 years old. And my life will never be the same because I did, that's something I did on my own free will. And this is something that I did that I will always regret. For every baby that you can see in this world, for every little one, you think about that. That could have been, your child. Who knows what they would be? Who knows what they would become?
Today, in the United States, over 3,700 children will die as a result of abortion. And since Roe v. Wade, there have been over 50 million abortions in the United States alone.
Abortion has been around for a while. It has been legal for a while, and so long that we believe almost it's an evil that we can't do anything about it, but it's normal. It's like the weather. It's like traffic accidents.
It's very easy sometimes to feel alone in your convictions, especially when popular culture and the media tells you that you're wrong.
It's easier to make a greater impact, if people join together in unity.
This past January, on the anniversary of the Roe v. Wade Supreme Court decision, over 3,000 people gathered together in downtown Tulsa for the first ever Tulsa March for Life.
It's all about unity,
There were communities of Christians from Orthodox and Lutheran and different Protestant, Methodist, Presbyterian, Baptist, along with our Roman Catholic brothers and sisters.
Mainly you realize how many people there are. It's not the small group. It's not even just the church people. There are so many people out there from every walk of life.
There was such a wonderful sense of camaraderie, people coming together in a prayerful, peaceful way.
Again, it's not militant, it's not violent, it is something that is prayerful and peaceful, and that takes place along with Christians and Jews and Muslims of every shape and of every color and every stripe. In the midst of all of our differences, in the midst of all of our confessions, in the midst of all of our doctrines, in the midst of all of our disagreements, we were able to gather together, several thousand of us, to walk through the streets and say, on this issue, we desire nothing more than to protect the most innocent human person.
This January 22nd, we're going to stand up for life again.
We need to stand up and say, no, this is not a thing that is normal. It's not a fact of life that 3,700 children have to die every day.
Someone has to speak out for them, and it has to be us, and it has to be now.
But as far as human life, that's kind of like a universal issue, and really one doesn't need to be a Christian even.
We welcome anybody. You don't have to come with a group. You can come just by yourself or, bring your family.
You need to do something so that people recognize that the majority of Americans, the majority of Oklahomans are pro-life.
If we don't come out now, if not now, then when?
The old, the infirm, everyone can make the march. It's not a difficult march. You walk 6 blocks.
This is something that we just can't be silent about.
It's a much, much bigger deal, I think, than most of us realize.
We want to help women make a different choice.
It's time. Let's draw attention to a matter that matters.
Join us on Saturday, January 22nd, 2011 at 11:30 in the morning as we become the voice for those millions who never got the right to choose in the second annual Tulsa March for Life.